Hey everyone, so UFC 314 ended. Really fun card. Definitely one of my favorite cards of this year. Very fun. Alexander Volkanovski reclaims his featherweight title. Didn't think he was going to do it, but he did. Good for him. A lot of other good fights. Yair Rodriguez beats Patricio Pitbull. Now is demanding a title shot for whatever reason. I'll never understand Yair. A lot of other fights. Gene Silva, beat Bryce Mitchell pretty convincingly, got a submission win, stuffed 13 out of 14 takedowns. I thought Gene Silva was going to win, but I didn't think he was going to be that defensively good against Bryce Mitchell when it came to grappling, considering he had gotten taken down by Charles Jourdain. While I like Charles Jourdain, I think he's a pretty fun fighter. I don't think he's the amazing, just considering some of his other fights and performances. But I digress. The fight I want to talk about in this video is Dominick Reyes versus Nikita Krylov, as literally my previous video was talking about how Nikita Krylov is underrated, and I kind of went to the conclusion that Nikita Krylov was going to KO Dominick Reyes, which didn't happen. Dominick Reyes got the KO in, I think, 2 minutes and something, very quickly. Looked like, I think it matched up super well with Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. And I know some people were making the excuse saying, oh, it's Nikita Krylov, he had a layoff. If he was active, it would have been different. And while I see that, and part of me agrees with that, I still think that Dominick Reyes would have won that fight, considering just how much, what happened to him? How did he go on that losing streak and has now won 3 fights in a row, all by KO? And this is a good win. While I think Jacoby was who he fought in his first fight, in his win streak, I got the KO, super happy for him, and then he beat Anthony Smith, at least a ranked guy, not really the best, but it's a win. And then now Nikita Krylov, who I think is still a pretty good win. This doesn't mean I'm going to undermine Nikita Krylov. I still think he's underrated. I still think he has a lot of potential, but Dominick Reyes I underestimated even more somehow. And I guess this now really makes me go okay, well, where does Dominick Reyes go now? Because I honestly think he should fight Jan Blachowicz. I know they already fought at one point, but this is a new version of Dominick Reyes. This is Dominick Reyes coming on a 3-fight win streak. I think he beats this version of Jan, if I'm being honest. I really do. And I love Jan. I thought Jan beat, forgetting his name now. I'm pretty bad with names right now. I don't know why. But it's the guy who just beat him, the city kickboxing guy, who I thought didn't do really that well in that fight. Kind of fainted through very light low kicks that didn't do anything. God, I'm blanking on his name. God, I feel bad for blanking on his name, but I also just don't care. But I think that fight should be made. I know it's a guy coming off a loss, but it's still a guy higher in the ranks, and there's a narrative to it. If this new and improved Dominick Reyes, who I don't know why I was under the impression, I thought he was a lot older than he actually was. I mean, I thought he was older than freaking Nikita Krylov. They're around the same age, so that's another thing I probably should have looked at. But in my head, I don't think I mentioned the video, but I think in my head I was he's come off a bunch of KO losses and is 36, 37. No, he's 33, 32, 33. I'm pretty sure. So genuinely, that I really escaped my mind, but I think that'd be a really good fight. As for Nikita Krylov, I'm trying to remember his name. It's the guy who's about to fight Anthony Smith. I think it's Zhilei Zhang. It's Bang Zhang, basically, is his nickname, which I'm pretty sure he's going to beat Anthony Smith, which I know Anthony Smith does have a chance of beating him because he beat Vitor Petrino, who was this big prospect that tried beating him too. And it's always in some of these matchups where you're like, oh, he's definitely going to lose. It's this prospect, and he beats him. So there's a chance, but if he beats, and I'm pretty sure Anthony Smith's retiring no matter what, so if Anthony Smith wins, then this fight's out of the way. But if Zhilei Zhang wins, I think give him Nikita Krylov. Just Nikita Krylov needs to defend his spot in the rankings, all things considered. But other than that, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Good for Dominick Reyes. Super happy, honestly. I do really like Dominick Reyes, so I'm not honestly upset that he won and that I got that pick wrong. But other than that, that's really it. Bye.